Calgary's mayor is urging limited travel to the city's damaged downtown core as officials work to restore power to the area. Let's go live to Calgary. Francis D'Souza joins us now with more on that. Good morning, Francis.
And good morning, Kyle. I am literally in downtown Calgary, and when I say in, I mean in. This is a massive sinkhole I am standing in right now. The first thing we showed you was the deeper part. That ground there is still unstable, so I'm not about to step in there. It's probably about 6 feet deep. Where I am now, take a look. Comes out to about my chest level here, so I mean that's just a good gauge of how deep this is. We're sort of wedged between two apartment complexes here, and this kind of shows the path of the water as it traveled down. You can see it almost carved out a river for itself, and just down the way there's actually a riverbed and rock sitting at the bottom. Now the other story we're following here in Calgary today is the Calgary Zoo, and yesterday we got our first look at the zoo, and let me tell you, what we saw was pretty incredible. The African savanna exhibit is pretty much destroyed, and they have to rebuild. So their main concern right now is for the giraffes, because the giraffes endured an absolute horror for 48 hours. They're not very good under stress, and the water, this frigid cold water, was on their legs and almost touching their bellies. So they are in distress right now, and right now the vets actually haven't ruled out putting some animals down. They haven't said which animals, but right now there is a concern for the giraffes. The other story coming out of there is the hippo story and how they had to wrangle up these hippos. So 3 zookeepers actually had to arm themselves with rifles, and then they used a bobcat to barricade a door to prevent the hippos from leaving the zoo. What happened was, when the floodwaters came, they actually up and lifted the hippos out of their enclosure, and they were almost free to roam the entire zoo grounds. And then, because the fences around the zoo were down and washed out, the concern was they might have actually floated out or swam out into downtown Calgary. And the zookeeper said, you know what? They could have been anywhere. They could have gone 20 or 30 miles downstream, and it would have been hard to find them. So quite a disaster happening there at the zoo. Still in recovery mode here in downtown Calgary. I'll send it back to you, Kyle.
All right, that is Francis D'Souza reporting live this morning in Calgary. Francis, thank you very much for that.